Goodness. Welcome to Hold the Ball. Hope you guys are well. I haven't paid the DJ, so there'll be no intro. We'll just get straight into it. 22 all, eh? 22 all. 50% possession both ways. First of all, credit to the Sea Eagles. They not only, basically could have won the game. They were in control for a lot of that game, I thought, anyway. Led by DCE, who, to his credit, is playing some good footy, taking me back to his seasons prior, but particularly one season in particular that I don't like talking about. And if you're a Warriors fan, you know exactly what I mean. And if you're a Sea Eagles fan, you know exactly what I mean. It's just good that to see him playing well. Always a fan of DCE, but anyway, nonetheless, Warriors. Goodness. Did we deserve to win the game? No. Did we deserve to lose it? No, I guess, for lack perhaps of a better way to say it. I think the coach summed it up well there, Webster, in the post-match conference. He sort of said, what we did good was good and what was bad there was bad, just to paraphrase him. But he thought that the best outcome there for the Warriors was a draw. 0-16 at one stage. Left a lot of us, I think, pulling our hair out, I think, anyway, in frustration. Being perplexed by the sort of defense we were showing. Now, credit to the Sea Eagles. They were pushing, they were punishing, but to us, we were absolutely disrespectful to that ball. This channel here is called Hold the Ball, all right? And I'm sure a lot of you guys there watching understand that in rugby league, if you don't hold the ball, a lot of things can happen, bad things, all right? And as I saw this game here, especially the 0-16, I thought that it was truly going to be an ugly game. Like, I truly thought it was going to be like an ugly 48 to 2, 4-6 type game, the way we were playing, And in all fairness, I feel like maybe we deserved that, the way we were playing early. However, the Warriors, we somehow managed to pull something out of the hat. Now, I just want to go back to the errors there. It was quite frustrating seeing the errors there. 13 errors to 10, Warriors way. But just some of those knock-ons, right? Crucial moments, for there with a few RTS. Just moments there, right? And I will just quickly touch on this as well. Now, I'm not refs blaming, but some of those calls were a little bit, dubious, a bit like, sort of left you questioning. Nonetheless, we'll get into the game. Now, the Warriors were down 0-16 and frustration and all, but we actually managed to somehow come away with it in the end. We not only obviously scored and caught up, right? We actually dug deep. Now, digging deep, I mean, we took advantage. There was just some things that sort of went our way with the ball in hand, and we were able to nullify what the Sea Eagles were delivering. Because after that 0-16, you thought there were points were going to add up, but it didn't quite. Again, Jazz Tavanga kicked things off there with a try, and unfortunately for him, he walked off with a bit of a hamstring issue that I'm hoping is not too bad. Then obviously Dallin Watene-Selesniak there with the intercept try, the spin-a-rooney, if you will. There, he intercepts it, he spins a 360 spin. I wonder if anyone has that photo there. And obviously he goes into score in the dying stages of the first half, and the second half comes around. Right, Ben Trbojevic scores a try in the 44th minute, leaving me absolutely disgusted and upset. Nonetheless, Warriors somehow, we managed to crawl back. 52nd minute, we saw Sean Johnson. Now, guys, I need to remind you. All right, I'm 31 years of age. I've been watching Sean Johnson since I was 16, 17. Okay? Watching him run with the ball like that will forever take me back to when I was a teenager, a late teen. All right? Like, that's just it for me. For you, it might be different. Maybe you watch Sean Johnson in your 30s and now you're sort of, in your late 40s, maybe early 50s. But for me, this is Sean Johnson as a young lad, so to speak. Me being a young lad at the time. And every time I see him split the line like that and score a try, I think what I'm trying to say is regardless, let's just enjoy our time with him, mate. Anyway. Dallin Watson and Lesniak. In the dying stages, obviously the Warriors. So there was a knock-on that happened against the Eagles, and they challenged it, and they were actually unsuccessful. We needed that, obviously, and then that sort of led to everything else to happen. So it was just the small things, in my opinion, anyway. The small things, right? Just the small things that happened quickly. Anyway, back to DWZ. In the dying stages of the game, we get a try. Now, I just want to quickly point out as well, Sean Johnson and his goal kicking, thankfully, it didn't cost us. But many games, we've seen these misconversions cost teams, right? Anyway, I digress. So DWZ goes in over, and he scores a try, and we're all left there thinking, is Sean Johnson going to slot the kick in? And he does. And the Warriors are down 20 points to 22, right? Dying stages of the game. Long story short, the Warriors build up momentum. We actually get to at least, I think, about 20 odd meters away, or was it 30 meters away from our goal line, and we slot a goal kick, or Sean Johnson does anyway. Apologies, 40 meters out. Sorry, and Josh Aloiai clips him in the leg. Now that's going to be controversial. Everyone's going to think here, there, everywhere, whatever. But look, it is what it is, right? I have nothing to say there, being that Lusick was penalised for it and is obviously out for a month. Right? So regardless how we feel about it, that's the way it goes. Right? That's the way it goes. Long story short, that kick ended up being a 2-point penalty. We draw the game 22-all. And obviously we all know what happened there. I'm just going to skip it. But golden point, there were near opportunities. Warriors had 2 golden opportunities that we unfortunately dropped. Sean Johnson later sliding almost virtually in front, missing, and obviously beforehand, Toy Harris knocking the ball. We're in prime position for a field goal. In saying that, though, everything ended and it was a draw. To wrap this up, I really thought this game here had everything the Warriors wanted. I just want to say, though, that you may walk away thinking that it was a shocking game, but flip the roles. Flip the roles, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine if this was the Warriors and we were the ones that were up 16-0, and then we go on to draw, or even worse, lose, which we've done before, being 12 up against the Sharks. You'll be filthy. You'll be upset. So, look, it's good to take it this way and be the team here that draws. We could have lost this game, which would have been worse. We could have won, which would have been better. We didn't. You take the next option every day of the week, don't you? And that's a draw. And you just take the point and you run. You run with it. You laugh, whatever, but point is, you take it. A lot can be learned from this game here. We have the Dragons next week. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting how we sort of deal with them, so to speak, and play. But in saying that, though, nonetheless, I thought all the players there, generally speaking, were good. It wasn't a great game by any stretch. It was actually quite a poor game. I think that's probably the summary here is we played very, very poor, and we somehow scraped it with a draw in the end. Did we deserve to? But it happened, right? And you take it. You absolutely take it. So I think that's it. Hats off to the lads who played, and obviously wishing the best there for Tavanga. Good to see Laban back in the fold there continuously. RTS rocks and diamonds. Chance rocks and diamonds. But nonetheless, despite that being a very scrappy game from us, you take that and you move. Yeah? Give me your thoughts. I'm off. Take it easy. Up the wars. Hold the ball.